Right, hi everyone. Another day, another dollar. The kids worked really hard today. I kept them really busy, so let's see what they got up to today without further ado. But yeah, they were really exhausted by the end of the day, so they did work hard. So let me just do here. All right, so the first, we'll start with the maths. All right, we did 4 worksheets. Actually, we did 3 in class today, but this one I did last week. So I thought I'd just throw it in today as well. All right, but these 2 are continuing with the breaking down concept. And then these 2 are all about odds and evens. So it's quite important that they remember the difference between an odd and an even number. I've got this on my wall here about odds and evens. All right, so you can see the even numbers end in a 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8, and they can divide perfectly by 2. And then odd numbers end in 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, and they do not divide, or you can't share them perfectly. There will be a remainder or one left over. All right, so I've got that as a reminder on my wall, but it's good to also just reinforce that with a little activity. All right, so those are the 4 maths worksheets. You can just cut them out and paste them into the book. I'll show you Malik's here. All right, so yeah, nicely set out, stuck in, and all that sort of thing. All right, we write our heading on the left-hand side and our maths date on the right-hand side. Okay, so that's maths. Then, Afrikaans, we did groete. All right, so we did this worksheet here, as well as this one. So this is just children greeting one another and asking each other their name, and they can fill in the blanks and practice that. And here, this is a morning greeting with their teacher, and then they can just draw a little picture of their happy little faces when they greet their teacher in the morning, and hopefully it is always happy. All right, so there's another example of that type of thing. All right, so Afrikaans, we did groete, then we also carried that through in our Afrikaans Geniet Dit. Werkbook 2, we did the first page because we have different kinds of groete or greetings there. So they can just use the words in the word bank to match up with the picture and colour in. I did say to dabble in a few books. There's no time like the present. We can't procrastinate too long. All right, so we are going to do the odd page here and there. All right, speaking of books, I forgot to tell you yesterday, I allowed them to work this book, all right, the Smart Kids book, the English home language, but they did that first page there, where they could draw a picture of themselves and write their name and surname in fancy letters. All right, so let's see what awesome depictions of themselves they come up with. All right, so that's Afrikaans. All right, English, they can do this, another little worksheet on punctuation, just reinforcing a statement and a question. So they cut out these sentences and either put them in the statement column or the question column. All right, and some more on nouns, similar to what was done yesterday, but here they fill in their own words, okay? So they need to find objects that denote people, animals, places, objects, and ideas. All right, I gave them this as well, but I'm not going to send the screenshot of this because I will give your child when they come to class, because that goes into, yesterday I spoke about these 2 little flip files which we have. So that will go into the exciting English flip file. All right, so the reason why I have this is just, it's something that they can go back and refer to. And I like to you know, I like to have these little emoji characters for our parts of speech. We call things like nouns parts of speech. So it just helps them, it makes it more fun, and it helps them to remember that particular concept. They do need their little file, because they get asked quite often, you know, find a noun in a sentence or pick out the nouns from your spelling list, that sort of thing. So they do need to remember these concepts. So if they have this file and they forget, it's always something that they can go back and refer to. All right, so that is English. All right, let me show you this one in the English book. All right, I'm quite a stickler for presentation. I like things to look neat and colourful and set out correctly. So please try and encourage that with your children that are working at home. It is important. All right, English, then life skills. We did the first page in Language for Life. We don't always go in order. I do tend to jump around in this book and other books as well. All right, but we did the first page here. This is just my school, which they can complete. All right, we're in Infinity College. Our classroom is number 7, and they call me Mrs. Bickard. Okay, and then they can just draw a plan of the classroom and colour it in and make it look spectacular. All right, and then what else we did for life skills was we went over our seasons. All right, now I'm sure they all know their seasons, but what they don't know is what months each season includes. All right, so we spoke about that, all right, the different seasons and the months that they include. So they will fill that in on their worksheet, all right, which they will stick into their life skills book, and again, stick it in, date and heading, make it look beautiful. All right, and what else they did was, the children that were here, they helped me decorate the class tree, because we are in the summer season. All right, they helped me decorate the class tree with beautiful summer fruits. All right, our class tree changes from time to time, depending on the season or an event. So, for example, it's Valentine's Day, then we like stick hearts all over it. So it's just something fun that we do in class. All right, I think that's everything. I've covered everything that we did today. There are a few things that I just want to bring to your attention, because I find that parents do forget about it, or they miss it on the list. So one thing we do need is a sheet of cardboard like this. All right, we turn it into a art folder, and every bit of art they do in the year, we stick it in that folder. All right, and we put a nice sort of page on top, and we decorate it and whatnot. So they do need their cardboard for their artwork. Something else that tends to get forgotten is these little A, B, C index books, which are quite important. I need 2. If they've got one from last year, like I see, this is Lisa's stuff. Lindy, your little girl's stuff is here, if you were wondering. So I see Lisa has a little index book from last year, which she may carry on using, but in grade 3 we need 2, one for English and one for Afrikaans. So if there's a word that they need, they just come and ask me for the spelling, and we write it in their little books, and they can always refer back to it. All right, so remember more and more things to tell you. I will, but that's it for now. Yeah, so hopefully they'll get through that, and it won't be a bit of an overload. But yeah, in grade 3, the work pace does get a bit more. Okay, so yeah, we really do need to start pushing. All right, so school was supposed to start last Wednesday, so that's almost a week ago. So yeah, we can't sit around doing not very much for very long. We've got to get going with the year. All right, so like I said yesterday in my messages, I'm just a phone call away. If you are in a pickle, just let me know. I don't mind. You can contact me, and I will try and help you out where I can. All right, cheerio, bye-bye.